The fourth industrial revolution in retail, in luxury. We are providing the best programs here at the University of Dubai with SMNB Catch Business School. Please contact us. We're going to co-design programs with you and we will implement our ideas and your ideas together. Come, Shalom.
Good morning. My name is Hikmat Biani in English, Baini in Lebanese. I'm the Director of Communications, and I'm so lucky that the university appointed me as a Chief of Happiness.
Wow.
Nice.
Bravo!
So it's a great job, and they pay you to smile.
Mr. Hikmat, are you in charge of the day off of tomorrow?
Yes, yes. But we have long way for happiness. Happiness is a huge challenge. It's not easy, but we are working on it for our staff, for our faculty, and for our students. Can you believe we want to make our students happy? It's a miracle. It's not easy. Students are very difficult. But thank you very much. This is, for us, an important event. Why? Because it's a very unique event. And who is the head of that event? Very unique person, Dr. Marcel. And now, I would like to introduce Dr. Vidya. She is behind also too. She believes in Dr. Marcel's mission and vision. And I would like you to start the event.
Thank you, Hikmat, for the introduction. So I head the Center for Executive Development, and this has been around for more than 10 years. And we are very active with both the public and the private sector, training working professionals. This is the job we do. Although we are inside the university, we work more with the outside world. So outreach is our main job. So 2 years ago, I met Dr. Marcel at Dubai Chamber. We are part of Dubai Chamber. So he was so enamored with the Dubai Chamber, and he said, I have to work with this university that is a part of Dubai Chamber, and that's how it all began. And then he brought on board the ICN Business School, and now we have Kedge Business School. We have a partnership with them. Incidentally, our university has very high accreditations, AACSSB, and we tie up with other institutions that have high accreditations as well, and Kedge is one of them. Why are we here today? We have been doing work in mainly the areas that are close to the vision of His Highness. And one of them, as you all know, that Dubai is a retail hub, and so we really want to be in the retail sector, and this is why we tied up with Dr. Marcel. And I think he's been doing a fantastic job so far. So we've had a couple of sessions at Dubai Chamber wherein we spoke about artificial intelligence, we spoke about the new developments in retail, and this is a part of that ongoing dialogue that we're having, and we hope to do some training programs or workshops in this area so that we can help people be in line with what's happening in Dubai, because I think you all feel the same way as I do, that it's moving very fast. Dubai is going for 10x. And by the way, we are the only university that's going to be a part of the Mars mission that was just announced last week. And we are in the news for that. And our president, Dr. Isa Bastaki, is also one of the evaluators of the 10x projects. So because we work with them, we got to have a sneak preview at some of the projects, and some of them are mind-boggling. Yeah, it's like going through a tour into some kind of wonderland or something like that. So Dubai is going to become like Disney World, but at a high-tech level. So today we're going to be talking about artificial intelligence and retail, and that's why we are here. So I won't take too much of your time, and I'll hand over the floor to Dr. Marcel.
And Mr. Michel.
And yes, I need to also welcome Mr. Michel Chaloub, and we're very honored and happy to have the Chaloubs with us and working with us, because we know that Chaloubs are almost the name for luxury retail. They represent luxury retail. So having the family here is a big honor for University of Dubai. And we're very happy to have Mr. Michel along with Dr. Marcel. I would like to welcome both of you.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vidya. Hi.
Hi.
Are you Michel?
I might be.
Okay, I'm Marcel.
Nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
We're the M&Ms.
So basically, a couple of people here know me. I am Dr. Marcel Saucé. I'm a professor at the University of San Diego in California, and I wrote a couple of books. Please buy them. They're really good. They're available on Amazon. And this gentleman here is my doctorate student.
And so I'm doing my doctorate program on artificial intelligence and how it can manipulate the consumers in the near future.
So the beginning of the second year of your doctorate, because the doctorate takes 3 years.
Exactly.
And the worst is coming up.
It always is.
A special thought today for my dad, who was supposed to be with me today. My dad is at the hospital. He had a bad car accident, so I know that we're on Facebook Live. I know he is watching us, so please applaud my dad, Jean Saucé. I don't know where you are. And it's good because you have your dad here too.
I do.
Okay, so this time we have the daddies. Today we are going to talk about artificial intelligence. We'll try to interact a lot. We are going to bring you a lot of new concepts, new ideas. We are going to share this presentation between Michel's researches and my researches. So a little quiz to begin, then the fourth industrial revolution, because this is what we are looking for today. What are the stakes of this fourth industrial revolution? And now you have to do it. The business world is changing, manage, train, and market with AI. So this is the part that we are going to share. And the conclusion, it's more your topic, the manipulation
Of the
world of
consumers.
business. And then we'll have a witness, which is Miss Evelyn, who's here, who's working on artificial intelligence, and with us, with the University of Dubai, and with our training programs. So let's start with a quiz. Professors, students, public, we're going to ask you some questions. Just one thing, we have a game.
We
So
do.
right now on Facebook, there is a Facebook Live, University of Dubai. If you play online right now, you can win a weekend for 4 people, it's not a joke, a weekend for 4 people in Brittany in a castle of the 13th century. Do not worry, it's a luxury hotel, so you will have electricity and water.
I can't do that.
You can do it. If you want to play, take your cell phone. Take your cell phone, guys. Take them. I'm just collecting your data because I want to sell you something later. Never forget, in artificial intelligence, when you don't pay the product, it means that you are the product because we are analyzing you. So please go online, University of Dubai, Facebook Live right now. And for validating the game, SMNB. SMNB. You just go on LinkedIn, you follow SMNB, and you can play. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Facebook Live is on Facebook. I love Mr. Chartier because he has the right questions. So Facebook Live for playing, for validating the game, LinkedIn, SMNB. And you're going to play online. All good? University of Dubai. University of Dubai on Facebook. Now we lost all of them. They are texting other people.
I can see you here.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
You can see Geoffrey? Geoffrey is a digital guy. We have a lot of chats about digital things.
So when you are on the University of Dubai, what you do?
Yeah. Oh, there will be some questions and some games. You need to answer the questions, and there is our team who is going to play with you. Where's the famous Thierry? Famous Thierry is there. Okay. Usually he wins the games. For playing, it's on Facebook, on the Facebook Live. And for validating the game, just SMNB follow on LinkedIn.
Yes. There you go.
So I can hear my echo.
Okay, what she has to do.
It will be written. It will be written online. We are going to play online and offline, so just follow the informations online. It will be digital. Do not worry.
One more time.
Hello.
Good.
C'est un peu trop compliqué.
This
pour-
is digital world.
Go to university. You have Facebook?
Je pense que c'est trop sophistiqué pour eux. Too many platforms.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to collect your data. Have a nice day, and see you next week.
But it's going to be already, I think. Whoever's there, you can wave.
For the people who did not notice, our partner Hawali today collected your data too. So we collected your data twice. Excuse me, just for the beginning, why are we talking about data and collecting data? Who wants to answer before the beginning of the quiz? Why are we talking so much about data? I have in this box. So why are we collecting about data? Good.
But why? I mean, how do we do that?
How?
by screening what he is looking at, how many milliseconds he's spending on each picture,
Okay.
and you get a direct profile.
Can
I know this guy. He came to the last conference.
I don't like him very much.
He knows all the answers.
Okay, but if you have so much data, how do you do it?
How do you collect?
Crunching big data.
Mm-hmm.
And how do you crunch big data?
No, that's good. And with the big data,
With the big data, you sort it out, and then you extract profiles.
and now another question. What is artificial intelligence? Charbel. For example. Or Michael.
Artificial intelligence is the usage of sophisticated techniques such as machine learning and deep learning and stuff like this, where you'll be able to input huge amount of data and come up with recommendations, come up with
Exactly.
profiling, etc.
That's good. Okay, Terminator, the movie. This movie shows what we are calling a strong AI, a strong artificial intelligence. An artificial intelligence which can think by itself. This kind of strong AI does not exist
Yet.
We are talking right now about weak AI, weak artificial intelligence. This kind of artificial intelligence is just a giant algorithm which can understand all your data. This is what we're going to talk about today. So everything will be about data. And for collecting data, we are going to see that many options and many possibilities are on the line. So first question, Amazon has launched to organize your days. Answer 1, the answer which is possible. An AI system that says, "Hi Amazon," and notes daily information relevant for you. 2, speakers that can listen and understand your conversations. 3, a phygital calendar, mid physical and digital, that collects data when you are not online. 4, a tracking system of your wish list for recommending you more products and being manipulated. Answer 1, 2, 3, or 4. Mr. Alexandre? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2? Who thinks it's 2? Mm-hmm. Exactly. 2, 3, and 4. Let's be focused on one of them. The speakers that can listen and understand your conversations. Who are the speakers of Amazon in his apartment, or Google?
Or the personal assistant, any
Or the
Alexa, Google
Alexa,
Home.
you have it, sir? Yes? Okay. Okay, good. So did you know that it's recording everything?
All the time, even if you do not ask it.
With your wife, for example? It's recording everything, even when it's down?
Even when it's down, except
Even
if
when
it's
it's down.
unplugged.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to have Alexa already.
Exactly,
Oh,
with
the
the cell
phone,
phone.
your computer, your cell phone, everything.
And when your cell phone is down too, when it's shut down, please. When your cell phone is shut down, hi. When your cell phone is shut down, also the GAFAMI, Google,
Amazon, Facebook.
Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft, IBM, are recording your conversations. They track your words and your keywords. With these keywords, they are going to send you recommendations for purchasing objects. Right now, it's not science fiction. This is what's going on. In terms of business interest, Amazon, for example, is recording your conversation. In your wish list, you will receive some targeted advertisements.
And not just Amazon, LG,
Over them.
Exactly.
etc., etc.
So let's go further now with too many photos. I assume that who has more than 10,000 pictures in his cell phone?
No, not me.
More than 15,000 pictures. More than 20,000 pictures.
Wow. Okay.
20,000? More. 30,000? 24. So Nancy is the winner of the, of the game. 24,000. So are you ranking all your pictures and this kind of stuff?
Not always.
Okay. So what can you do? Let a Google software creating smart albums. Share your content with Photo AI. It's a software company specialized in the management and organization of photos. Or you do what Marcel did. He quit cell phones. He doesn't have cell phones anymore. And he stopped taking pictures. So what do you do? What can you do?
Not the third one.
Not the third one, yeah.
Because we can't reach you when
Yeah.
we want to.
Yeah, it's totally wrong.
I'll do it manually.
Okay, manually. But for Nancy, 24,000 pictures.
No manual.
When she retires.
Who has a Google phone here? Okay, so Miren, you have a Google phone? Okay, so all your pictures are scanned by Google. So even if you're happy, not happy, you don't want, all your pictures, anyone, are scanned. So let's do a demonstration.
Of course.
So we're in a place that somebody knows well here,
Michael, you've been there.
Harvard Business School. Went there for an appointment. What do you see here, guys and ladies?
Come on, no wrong answers. Two.
Happy faces.
Two guys.
Okay, ties. Okay.
Sometimes. Okay. What do
We're
you
at the
see here?
United Nations.
The same two guys.
Okay,
Okay. What
smiling.
else?
Same happy face.
Okay. So right now, based
Who said
on...
that? Who said ties?
Sorry?
Somebody said
I think
ties.
it's Geoffrey.
Ah,
So ties, exactly.
exactly.
So Google can analyze that we're wearing ties, that we love ties.
So we're gonna have advertisement for ties.
Exactly. It's not science fiction. This is what we can receive from Google Ads. Here, been in New York, Google can scan
Skyline.
skydive. Oh, skydive, sorry.
Skydive.
I began skydiving a couple of weeks ago. Sorry. Skyline. And
Happy
it can,
faces.
with the happy faces, understands that we enjoy
The view.
being in front of a skyline. So we can receive some advertisements targeted
For rooftops. for
bars, restaurants, etc. If you're in front of the Golden Gate in San Francisco, Google Picture can analyze the Golden Gate and you will receive an advertisement for a trip in San Francisco. This is a weak AI.
Very weak.
Your partner never stops begging you to adopt a pet, a dog. You refuse because you don't want to walk the dog by yourself. What do? You buy an interactive pet toy, you buy a robot dog with an artificial intelligence, you buy an interactive drone leash, you leave your wife.
You leave your wife.
Option number 4.
Are you married, guys? What do you leave your wife?
I would leave my wife.
Maya? Number 3,
And I'd
Maya?
still take the dog though.
No? Fadi? Number 2? So 2 and 3? Are you guys working together?
Let's
2
do
and
it.
3. Now you can buy a robot with weak AI, weak artificial intelligence, or you can have a drone which is walking your dog. It's a company in New York. It's in 2018. And why are we doing this all the time?
Data, to collect data. They will know when you take your dog out, where do you go. They can give you advertising for the places you go close to. If you pass close to bars, close to restaurants, close to shops, it will know exactly when to send another drone with advertising outside of your house because you're out there. It will know everything.
How do they clean the food afterwards?
Or bringing your shoes and your papers. You're in a date with a girl or boy when suddenly your partner asks you, why me? How did you do, sorry, there's a typo. How did you find me? I set up an automatic selection based on my search criteria. It was written, the dating site swiped for me because it knows me really well. Be careful with this one.
None of them.
None of that attentiveness.
Okay, you ready? Tinder, right now, without asking you information, with the tracking of your selection, knows enough about you for telling you, hey, stop asking for girls, you are gay. Or the contrary, can you imagine that? And this is the problem that we have pointed out with Michel in his researches about, do you know yourself more than a machine?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it?
Well, one of the problem is if the AI does a mistake, first of all, it's the human who did the mistake first. Let us take the example of the automatic swiping. If usually you have the same taste in women, it will recognize that taste. If by accident you swiped right on another person that isn't your taste, it will mess up the algorithm. So there is the human factor first. If there is a mistake in AI, it comes from humans first.
Exactly. And what we're talking about here is that this understanding of yourself can be much more important than, for example, your best friend or your mom or your dad. They can know you better than you. So it means that in a couple of years, will have to decide something. Am I going to follow what a machine tells me to do? Or am I going to follow myself? Because after all, she knows me better than me, right? And this is the moment Madame Chaloup here drives a Tesla, which is an automatic car. We'll have also some questions in the future. We'll talk about it. Are we going to forbid people to drive? Because the data, the machines, will drive better and drive better right now than humans.
No. Doesn't drive
Except
better.
for Miss Chaloup.
Of course. Okay, so this isn't a simple advertising. Do you know what this is? Yes? Okay, anybody else except Mr. Schultz? Okay, so there's an AI that scans the cars in front and sends specific advertising for the car. If you have a Range Rover, it will send it for the Range Rover. If you have a Porsche, it will send you a Porsche advertising. It will recognize the car you use and send it depending on what you're using.
So you have a set of cameras which are tracking the cars, and depending on your cars, they are calculating, of course, your psychographic or demographic criteria. They are segmenting and targeting you, and you will have an adapted advertisement.
Okay. Do you know what these are? It's the new Crocs. No, I'm kidding. These are 3D printed footwear to not burn your feet on the sand, but still stay without footwear.
It's a 3D revolution. It's another element of the fourth industrial revolution. When you are printing something at home with a 3D printer, think about it. You are leaving a huge quantity of data. This is also a big move in the fourth industrial revolution.
This is a robot that automatically delivers food in the Silicon Valley. So it will, of course, see what kind of food you eat, if your attention for calories, if you're a vegetarian, at what time you eat, where do you eat. It will know pretty much everything about your routine.
This one, again, another way to collect data. Where is that? If we can do it.
It's Dr. Buga?
Yep.
Yeah? Well, it's Central London, it's written.
So this virtual reality is interesting because you can put it inside a shop or at a train station. It means that you want to surprise people to collect data. If I'm surprising you to collect data, if you're surprised, you are going to leave me your data. Why? Because you're happy. And when customers are happy, what do? They're
They
spending
comply.
more money.
They comply.
Also. A last one, it's for Burberry. Now it's a digital kiss for the Saint Valentin. Maybe you heard about it, Saint Valentine's Day. They ask you to kiss a letter, which is an application, and you send your kiss, a digital kiss. Last question, and then we'll try to summarize all this quiz. What are the clarifiers and the virtual worlds in the next video? I repeat it. What are the clarifiers and the virtual worlds in the next video? So normally you should say, what's a clarifier? We'll talk about it. Yeah. Let's see the video.
4 years ago, we started to wonder, what would shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? What if we could weave the most advanced machine learning, computer vision, and AI into the very fabric of a store, so you never have to wait in line? No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Welcome to Amazon Go. Use the Amazon Go app to enter. Then put away your phone and start shopping. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. Anything you pick up is automatically added to your virtual cart. If you change your mind about that cupcake, just put it back. Our technology will update your virtual cart automatically.
So basically, new jobs have been created with digital stores. The clarifiers explain to the internal decision maker the action of an artificial intelligence device within a store. The virtual guards are guys who control mistakes automatically made by an AI. because an AI, once again, does not do any mistakes. No mistakes with an artificial intelligence. The mistake comes from a problem which comes from humans. So what are the common themes behind this quiz? What can we see? We talked about data, we talked about stores, we talked about weak AI. What are the common points between all these things?
Customer need understanding, entertainment,
Good. Entertainment,
Visualization.
visualization,
Collecting data to personalize
true.
targeted campaigns.
Something which is not so obvious, this is one of our conversations with Geoffrey. It's been a year now, we have talked about it. It's phygital, the physical world
And the digital.
and the online world. So you have seen out-of-home business, out-of-home marketing. For the first time in the history of marketing, out-of-home marketing, OOH, grew faster than traditional advertising. $38 billion in 2017. So we need now to collect information everywhere and from everywhere. And that will be the purpose of this presentation. We are going to show you all the techniques for collecting data and for using them to sell more and more. The second thing, in this digital world, the fourth industrial revolution, which gets together, artificial intelligence, drones, robots, Internet of Things, big data, all these huge moves are going to reach in 2020, 39 billion in 2016, $1.1 trillion in 2020. 2 million of jobs are going to disappear in the next 2 years. 2 million of jobs. We'll talk about it later. So I'm going to talk about this second part, half of the first part of the second part, and then Michel will talk about it. So you have 6-7 minutes with me and 6-7 minutes with Michel after. So the world 20 years ago, I remember Anthony saw this conference in Paris, so please do not answer at the moment. Can you remind me, guys, the world 20 years ago? I love asking this question. So who's above 30 years old? Oh. Okay, so for the Nancy, you're 26. 26, yeah, 26. Next year, 27.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you remember the world in 1998. Can you describe me the world in 1998? Please, describe me your world in 1998, Mr. Yusuf. How was the world? How was Dubai in 1998?
Internet was just coming.
Yeah, that's true. So you used AOL.
Yes.
Okay. 1 hour per month. You remember?
Dial-up.
With the weird sound. Yeah, okay. What else?
Mobile phones just came in.
Yes, exactly. I used the landline for my
Pagers,
part.
you had pagers.
Pagers, yeah. A funny story, when I gave my phone number to a lady, or when I asked her her phone number, I asked the phone number of the parents. Yeah, so you call the parents. And when your name is Marcel, it's awful. But anyway. What else? In 1998. That's all? Olivier?
Internet bubble.
That's true. If you take a picture in 1998,
Black and
you
white.
need film. What else?
We didn't have Google Maps.
Yes, I thought about it. You need a map, a real map, physical map, right?
We used
What
to
else?
be-
Michael? 1998.
Peer-to-peer sharing.
That's true.
Yeah. So music mainly.
Pokemon and not Pokemon Go. What else? MP3. Thierry?
A Walkman.
1998.
Buy CDs.
CDs, yes. You went to the movies, you bought CDs, VHS,
Walkman. You had to
Walkman,
carry your CDs around.
and magnetoscope.
Now there is something important.
Okay,
We used to talk to people.
true. That's why I decided to
I'm
reach out.
sorry. I think that between now, people on their phones, and at that time, people in the bus reading the newspaper, there wasn't much more interaction compared, honestly. Not that much more.
Philosophical conversation, really interesting. So the fourth industrial revolution is coming up. What is an industrial revolution? It's when new technology is going to change radically the huge basics of society. Do you remember the first industrial revolution? What was it?
Trouble.
Mobile phone.
What?
Yeah, steam machine, machine à vapeur. Steam machine. Why is it an industrial revolution, the steam machine? Really simple. With the steam machine, I can create a printer, a giant printer. With a printer, what can I create? Press, so newspaper. So press, I'm creating democracy. You see all the changes in 100 years? With the steam machine, printers, press, democracy. With the printers, I can create books for everyone. If I create books for everyone, I'm creating national education. So you see all the changes. This is an industrial revolution. Second industrial revolution, electricity, iron. Third industrial revolution, microchips. The end of the 70s, the laptops, and maybe internet. Now, some researchers, so we're at the move on the fourth
revolution.
but some researchers are saying, no, this is still the third industrial revolution. So internet, microchips, and artificial intelligence is not the fourth industrial revolution, but the third. Right now, what is the IR, the industrial revolution? Artificial intelligence, big data, Internet of Things,
3D printing.
3D printings, nanotechnologies, and drones and robots. So how do we collect data? Before explaining you the data collect, I need to specify what a weak AI is, what a strong AI is. So weak AI is the AI, the artificial intelligence, which is going to beat you at this game. Okay? It's not possible right now to beat any machine in any game. What was the last game which was lost by a human? Exactly.
Yeah, AlphaGo.
Game of Go. It was the last game 2 years ago that a human person did hold the record. So it means that right now it's not possible for a human anymore to beat a machine. It's over. Sorry, guys. So weak AI is collecting informations. For example, here, chess knows all the possible solutions. This is a weak artificial intelligence. Same thing for AlphaGo. A strong AI is an artificial intelligence which can think by itself. It follows biology. Let me give you an example. In 2008, somebody here, I heard French language. So anyone is from Grenoble? Nobody? Yeah? Okay, you're from Grenoble, Gaël. Good. So Gaël, you're from Grenoble. There is a big university there. In 2008, they designed a robot. The robot was able to walk and to select some balls with colors. So the researchers asked the robot, hey, show me the blue ball. So there was a red ball and the blue ball. He showed the blue ball. Okay. And now try to find the purple ball. They put the purple ball here. What did the robot do? No purple ball. Look for again. Look for it again. Oh. And now catch it. The robot tried to catch it. And you know what happened? The robot fell. And just after, the robot did this. It found a balance. But nobody taught him how to do it. It's a true story that you can find in any artificial intelligence book. In 2008, a robot found human solutions by itself. Nobody understands how. But it's still a random. No strong AI before which date? When are we going to see strong AI? Terminators, Skynet. What do you think? 2020.
No, that's a bit close.
It's really
It's a bit close.
Olivier? Well, yeah, 2030. So all the researchers think it's more 2030, 2028.
By Homodeus, by a guy called Herrera, who says that there's a singularity when artificial intelligence will surpass us at 2040. So that's when we'll all be obsolete.
Obsolete, like Terminator and Terminator 4. If you go right now on any website which has a good, weak AI, the North Face case is interesting. Sorry. The North Face case is just looking at your, it's tracking all your movements with your mouse. It's tracking also the keywords that you are using. In 2 minutes, it can give you recommendations. What are the other tools that we can use for having a lot of data? Obviously, cell phones. What else? How can we collect data? Sorry? GPS? Cameras. So what we're talking about is Internet of Things, good? Emails. So the laptop in general. Laptops, tablets, etc.
Internet
Okay.
of Things.
Another one?
Wearable,
The Apple Watch, yeah? The Apple Watch or the connected watch? Okay, and what is the future of data collection? Your face and your body movements. We are going to analyze your reactions. We are going to record you. We are going to record you. Maybe you noticed there the machine which was recording you, Nestor. We're going to talk about it in a while. So right now, to give you an example, when you are smiling in front of a screen, when you are thinking about something, you know, your eyes goes on your left, or you are thinking about creating something, your eyes go on your right. Strong processors, strong software can record and understand your reactions and what you are thinking about. Not exactly what you are thinking about, but they can understand if you are connected, distracted, etc. So just for your face, right now, it's between 300 and 500 different movements that we can record. In the city of London, you know how many times you are shot by a camera per day? Just outside of, in the street.
50,000 times at least.
Little bit less? At least, okay, a little bit less. 300 times per day, you are recorded by a camera in London. It means that in the future, you are going to be analyzed with your positions, with your body movements, with your facial recognition, etc. And you cannot imagine how many informations we have just looking at you. Other examples, Internet of Things, in this luxury hotel. So you have some sunblock, some cream for stopping the sun. It's in a hotel. You go inside this machine and you have the spray of the sunblock. But for using this machine, you need to leave your data. It's an Internet of Things. It's an object connected. Also,
Sephora. Okay, so I'm guessing most of you know Sephora around here. You do know that Sephora has a chatbot on Facebook where you can talk to it and it will reply to you. Of course, it's there for gathering data. It will see what are your tastes, so it can give you more advertising. The chatbot is actually okay. It can reply almost as a human, seamlessly. Other companies do it, like Dior, which actually did a campaign for it, which is a bit more sophisticated. And of course, it's again to collect data, have information, and give you more advertising.
every word that you are typing when you are conversing with a bot, robot, bot means that there is no skeleton. The bot is talking to you. You are just leaving informations. Durex underwear. Sorry, Madame Chalot. So Durex underwear. Right now you have an application. Okay. We are collecting data when you are playing with your wife or your husband. Look at this. Oh, sorry. So look at this. You're downloading the information. You are going to buy this connected underwear and this connected bra, and you can play with the body of your girlfriend or boyfriend through your cell phone, and it will receive, or it will receive some vibrations in the bra or in the underwear.
How far?
It's for real. It's not science fiction. It means that we are going to collect information. Just one thing. You know, I've been professor since 2003. In 2003, I began a class with this sentence. I said, you know that a company in California is scanning all your emails and send you advertisements with the targeted keywords that you are leaving. They said, no way, it's disgusting, it's a scandal, blah, blah, blah. Well, it was in France, but anyway. So it's a scandal. And I said, oh, the name of the company is Google. I swear it's a true story. I do not change anything. 15 years ago, it was a scandal. In 15 years, it will be normal to be spied in our common life. It will be normal. Les paradoxes d'aujourd'hui sont les préjugés de demain. Je l'ai appris en français, donc je la traduis pas. Les paradoxes d'aujourd'hui sont les préjugés de demain. For the people who do not speak French, I will tell you about it later. So, last thing, and it will be soon Michel. If you want to go deeper inside these things, this is the kind of conferences that I'm doing here with Vidya, Dr. Vidya and the University of Dubai. So this is the kind of conferences that we are thinking about. Of course, today we just have 45 minutes, 50 minutes, so we need to hurry up. So the collection of data in the street, and that will be you for the drones. Just the last one, Sephora. So when you want to collect data, never forget the surprise part. You will talk about it with the drones and the robots. Sephora here, for example, with Mobile Store. You are creating interactions with people. You collect data in the street. You know, somebody know me here. You know that I used to work a lot in street marketing. Still working in street marketing, but anyway, the idea is interacting with people in the street and taking their data. What's working well now? Reverse scenario, the opening of point of sales for pure players, Birchbox, Feel Unique, talked about Joel and Felix a couple of months ago, or Nike, or the kind of, I know somebody who knows really well the brand which is coming here, Michael Kors. So Michael Kors, Vika, we designed something for Vika for collecting information in the street. We'll talk about it later. Mr. Michel?
Thank you.
How can we collect data with drones? Can you tell me about it?
Drones can collect data just with everything else, with everything we can do. Depending on the use of the drones. We have drones where we're going to get to it, like the Amazon drone that can actually deliver products to your place directly. But first, we're going to talk about that data. From 2015 to 2016, the amount of data we had on humankind doubled. I don't know if you can imagine it, but we doubled everything we know on humans in 1 year from the beginning of time. I have one question for you. In 10 years' time, how much time do you think it will take to double that data?
Seconds.
No, maybe not. Seconds? No.
Hours.
Hours. 12 hours. In 10 years, every 12 hours, we are going to double everything we know about everybody. It will double and double, the double of the double of the double. 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times that. This is, I know most of you know Facebook that keeps information, that you can download your own information from Facebook. I've been using Facebook for like 10 years. If I download everything I wanted to, my whole page, my whole history, because they keep everything, I have around 300,000 pages of word pages of information. This is Google. I don't know if you know you can download that from Google, but from 10 years of using Google, I have 3 million word pages of information on me. This is only a Google Calendar for a job interview. It has everything, the IP address, where it was sent, where you got it, if you accepted. They even track the GPS to know if you attended. They will know everything. You have a problem with your wife? Doubts? If you look at Google, you have 10 years of history, you know everything. No problem. This is Windows 10. Good thing. Windows 10. This is only the privacy page, and you have 16, that's not all of them, 16 tabs, all of them on, copying everything you have. You should start at least deactivating some of them. Okay. So, how long do you think it will take for Amazon to send in the UK a book to somebody? Okay. Fun fact, at first the drones were stolen, and the things as well. They were stolen because the drone is not the safest way. But how much time would it take to send a book in the UK in Amazon?
2 hours. 45 minutes.
Less. 13 minutes. 13 minutes to receive a book you ordered on Amazon. So, who came here by Uber? Okay. Who came here by driving?
All of us.
Okay. In a few years' time, there will be no more Uber, no more driving. You have the Tesla. You have the automatic pilots. It is not allowed in this country. Not yet. Well, do you know, on a connected car, how much information you get per day? How much it takes from the drivers around you, from everything they see? Nobody? 300 million information. 300 million information per day. So, the Google car is an automatic car that drives itself. It does exist. Do you know the only reason why we do not see this in the streets yet? Because the technology is here. The AI is here. It can drive itself. No, it's safer than humans.
It's dangerous.
It's safer than humans.
It's dangerous. People don't. I'm not used to cars without drivers.
Maybe.
For the moment.
Yes, exactly. You want a funny story? Google Car tried,
In France,
in France, Place de la Concorde,
the worst roundabout in the world.
yeah, the worst. They tried Google Cars, interacted with real French drivers, not only drivers, French drivers, so the guys who are never respecting,
Nothing.
yeah, nothing. So they are not respecting the code. And what happened? They just put the Google car in the middle of Place de la Concorde, interacting with everything. And you know what it happened? The software just shut down.
That's it. That's it.
Exactly. So it's impossible for a machine to interact with
With humans.
human people.
Again, in AI, the only error is human. But otherwise, why do you think we don't have this yet? There's only one main reason.
Because humans are driving around.
No, we can replace them all. It's just too expensive. The only reason we don't have the Google car yet, the automatic car, is it's just too expensive for now. That's the only reason.
Don't you think there is also
Do you know the price?
No, it would be too expensive.
It can work. There's an interesting question. The Google car can be also with petrol. When you think about it, a GMC tomorrow can make a car, an automated car, with gas. It's totally possible.
Yeah, but that's not the purpose here. So do you think the lobbyists are slowing down all these kind of new things?
I'm not sure. I think it's an economic model. It's too expensive right now. This is a personal opinion. But anyway, in the future, you talked about it with
There will
Uber
be
and taxi.
all
Right
of
now
these
in
cars.
Rotterdam, the harbor of Rotterdam, in
Rotterdam.
many harbors in the world, you don't have drivers anymore.
Can I just put one comment? I'm sure you're right, though, it is safer than humans. But there are issues that are not human-driven, because for AlphaGo, for example, when it became the best Go player in the world, actually had a bit of a meltdown in one of the games, and actually the algorithm malfunctioned. The problem is that with machine learning, in fact, no one actually understands how the algorithm develops over time. So no one understands why it works or why it doesn't work. And Tesla, a couple of years ago, had a problem when, for some reason, Tesla Model S decided to go under an articulated lorry, killing the driver. No one quite understood why that happened. It was an issue with the algorithm. But the algorithm is no longer led by humans. It's led by the machines themselves.
That's interesting.
There's a major ethical problem, because even if it works top-notch and perfect, you have the car in case of an accident that will be able to decide who dies and who lives.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
That's a major ethical problem.
Exactly.
Statistically, it will be able to say, if I now turn right and kill my driver, I will be able to have 5 people surviving. So you're
That's
actually,
true.
this is
I would like
a major
to,
ethical
can I make a
problem.
comment? That thing said I'm 65 plus, right? That thing. Right? Now just imagine, right? That, that artificial intelligence could kill me because I'm not productive, because it made a mistake about how old I am.
It's really good. Where do you live? You know the story of Vladimir Petrov in 1983? You know this story? 1983 in the Soviet Union, okay? There was a guy named, I think it's Captain. You never heard about this guy. He saved all your life. He saved our lives. In 1983, you know the story, Anthony. So in 1983, a guy was sitting in, in Russia, in the Soviet Union, and he saw the computer, which had a bug, but which was designed by a human. He saw 5 intercontinental rockets.
The man who saved the world.
Exactly, the man who saved the world. So the intercontinental rockets came to the US. He was supposed to take the phone and say, hey, we are attacked. He saw them on the computer. And then he thought he had only one reflection. What will be the reflection? What was it?
It's a computer glitch.
Okay.
Why
Yeah.
would they do it?
Okay, interesting. You know what he did think about? Only a human could have this stupid idea. Why only 5 rockets? He saved the world with this question. Why only 5 rockets? So he sat down and he waited 20 minutes. On the screen, there was boom. He called. Everything's okay, guys? Yeah, what about you? Everything's okay. So everybody's right. But in the future, we'll have a lot of ethical problems. When I talked about, are we going to forbid the license to drive? It's a serious question. In the future, maybe you will not allow, for the youngest people who are here, Nancy, 24, or 25, or Miss Evelyn, or NG, for the young people here, exactly. So you will have maybe this question. It's still a Euro. Yeah.
Why, if the problem is also only economic, why didn't the laws change yet?
For this answer, I think this is the lobbies.
Yeah.
For the legal side, the legal point of view, I think it's the lobbies. For the economic point of view, I think that's why we are not seeing more Google cars. But once again, in some big harbors, Rotterdam, you don't have former cars anymore. All the drivers are automatic drivers. You have the
I do.
you have the data clicker.
Wait. Okay. This is the Silicon Valley. Same. An automatic car delivering pizza. So it will know your tastes again, if you eat kosher, if you eat halal, at what time do you eat, usually where are you when you eat. Again, everything is to collect data. 3D printing. Do you often change spare parts in your car, your toy? No? Well, if you do, if you have a problem with your car, with connected cars, it will send an information to the 3D printer. It will print the part you need. Here, you see the Trent XWB-97 engine, designed by Rolls-Royce. The blue part that you see here has been 3D printed. The whole engine works. The whole plane works. We are designing whole engines now completely made out of 3D printed materials. One of the biggest uses of 3D printing is medicine. In the US, the biggest liver disease is made by paracetamol toxicity. You can 3D print human liver. That is a group called Organovo that is 3D printing live flesh, live tissue to replace failed and toxic organ parts. Right now, it is happening. Next, we got the 3D home. This is in China. 2014 was the first start of printing 3D homes. Right here in our very own Dubai, you probably know this, we have a 3D printed office. Completely printed out of 3D. Right here in Dubai, printed in 2016. Completely printed out of a 3D printer. Everything is to collect data.
Thank you. So we're just going to stand a little bit. So maybe we should skip the virtual reality part and this kind of stuff.
You can talk really
So
quick.
basically there are many ways to collect your data. One of them is the augmented reality.
Augmented reality.
So you know how the augmented reality works. You want to talk about it a little bit?
We can put just the video to show them
Sure.
really quick. So, play. So the aim of augmented reality is to mix reality with digital. So you can see pretty much what Tony Stark does in Marvel, if you want to see. You can mix actually screens in front of you and see, which is, of course, if you have nice Internet of Things, first of all, it is connected. Second of all, as we said, you will comply more. If you go in a shop and they give you that to test out products, bring them closer, you will give your information and try them.
Other examples of the gamification, virtual reality for experiential marketing, all these ideas of virtual reality, augmented reality here, all these ideas, all these experiences are here for collecting your data. Because when you do an experience, you are basically leaving your data. So here we can see
This is IKEA. They took out a virtual reality program. Virtual reality is where completely immersed in a virtual world, where before buying your own kitchen, you can try it out. You can put everything you need at the square meter you need and try out everything.
So, third part, which will...
Sephora in France is actually using that for all store design. So before they actually do any capex, they build it virtually. They have headsets on, and they can work out how wide the corridors need to be, how high does the gondola have to be, instead of building them and then having to replace them. So it actually reduces the cost of
Cost,
build
very cost
in the
effective.
retail world, which is something that Xiaoyu is interested in doing.
So the business world is changing, you understood it. Everything will change in HR, in management, in marketing, in retail, in even in supply chain. When you think about it now, you know, anyone owns a boat here? No? Sometimes you rent a boat? Yeah? Okay, you know that right now in India there is a company specialized in submarine drones, which are cleaning, you know, the underwater of your boat. So everything is changing really fast. And of course, some things are disappearing. So a little joke that we prepared for you. What is a rat catcher? A rat catcher is a job which disappeared. In the old times, you could hire a rat catcher. A pleasure merchant, you heard about this job? Apothecary, a guy who created pills for you. An archer, you could hire an archer for killing something or someone. Did you know that in York, you're British, right? You're British? Do you know that in York, in the city of York, in England, if a Scottish guy comes with a notch and a bow, you can kill him, it's legal. So if you're Scottish, don't go to York. A radio actor. A radio actor, a job which disappeared. A telegrapher, a job which disappeared. Reader in factories, a job which disappeared. And believe us, the nailer too, the guy who creates nails, believe us, we could add maybe 200 more jobs. And what do we want to tell you? Who works in marketing and communication here? One person, 2, 3, 4, okay, 5, 6, okay, 7, okay. Who thinks that 50% of his job is mainly communicating, representing a brand image, for example? 50% of his job, communication. 1, 60. Okay, no worries. So we have a bad news for you guys. Half of the people who raise their hands, in 10 years, you're going to lose your jobs.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry about that. So you are going to lose your jobs in marketing and communications. Traditional business jobs are going to disappear. And the questions, how
Dr.
many
Marcel,
jobs?
may I intervene?
Sorry?
May I intervene?
Of course, of course.
How many of you would accept to be operated by a robot? On.
4 people.
4 people.
Oh, Marilyn is really happy to be touched by a robot.
You would think if there's a complication or a mistake, a human could say, oh shit, I did that, I need to arrange. But no, a robot will learn much more. It can analyze thousands and thousands of case files in seconds and know much better than any human. Already now, there has been a pig that has been restitched its stomach 1,000 times better than the best surgeon in the world.
And the robot, when he makes a mistake during the surgery, if he makes a mistake, he's not going to think with, or you know, with a selfish ego, I should continue because I'm certainly right. It's not possible that I'm wrong. So yes, right now it's safer to be operated by a robot. Miss Chaloub?
Don't you think that...
Miss Chaloub and then Miss Chaloub and then Michael.
Okay, for medical things, I think robot, we will need a nano-robot and nanotechnology will be very important.
You are right.
But I will never, ever leave my car
to Marcel?
I think the pleasure of doing things by ourselves is much better than somebody or something doing it.
Oh, Michael, and then I would say something.
No, we were talking about being managed by a robot, and I think that the technical aspect which you're talking about is a very small part of management, and there's a whole emotional and motivational aspect that a robot cannot have.
Really interesting. While the number of surgeons and plastic surgeons is going to collapse, the number of nurses and psychological therapists is going to boom. So if you want to become a shrink, for example, a psychoanalyst, it's a career that you can do because everybody will need a shrink. And yes, you had this conversation. Who is talking? Who has real conversations now? Sorry, but we have some delays. So in 25 years, How many jobs are going to be replaced by artificial intelligence? 19%, 26%, 38%, 47%, 60%. 60! 60, am I right? 60, 60, 47, 47.
I think it's more
Who
than
did not understand the question? 47%.
47.
In 25 years, 47% of, I repeat it again, in 2 to 3 years, 2 million of jobs are going to be destroyed. The job of docker, you know, a docker in a port, in a harbor, in 2 or 3 years, you will do not have docker anymore. When a taxi gets me, you know, in his car, I'm telling him, you should quit as soon as possible. He doesn't care about what I'm saying. He thinks that I'm drunk, you know.
I have a question.
Yeah,
for
sure.
you. In how many years will the human being be unnecessary into the earth? For the
Okay,
machine?
following the theories of Harari with Homo Deus, the book, when the dominant species comes to the world, the only goal of this species is killing the former dominant species. So it will depend on the evolution of the strong AI. But we cannot answer this question because at the moment we just have forecast. But it's a prognostic, you know, it's not a prediction. So normally we cannot,
We will always need human to develop the machine.
or to be slaves.
Not yet, no. Soon the machine will develop itself. Soon. Itself, of course.
What about democracy? You said that the first revolution, industrial revolution, gave the rise to democracy. That's a debate, but I think you're at least partially right. There were things before in the United Kingdom, for example. Anyway, all that. But the problem is, the end of democracy is going to happen with singularity. Why?
I totally disagree with you, British man.
Because the Industrial Revolution meant that the poor people were important because they were the factory workers. They had the power to stop production, which gave rise to political representation. What we're saying now is that all these jobs are going to go, and they're going to be potentially, so Harari says in his book, an underclass of people who will no longer count economically, and because they don't count economically, they will have no right to a political voice. So that means there'll be a kind of class of supermen who can, pay for artificial this and artificial that, who perhaps will become almost immortal, but there will be an underclass of people who, unfortunately, will be completely superfluous and will have no representation.
Just one thing. I do a small advertisement for my next book, which is going to be released in 6 weeks. So, Artificial Intelligence, the new stealth manipulation, and I'm analyzing the Marxist way of dominant and dominated people during, the Roman Empire, the master and the slave. During the Middle Age, the serf and the lord. During the modern time, the bourgeois and the worker. And now, the artificial, not now, in a close future, the artificial intelligence and humans.
But I think you come back on what Matthew said, that the biggest revolution today, and that's why a lot of people talk about the real revolution, is because in the past it's where the human capabilities to create the value of this economy in the world. Today, already or tomorrow, the data will create the value of the world, and in this case, what is the place of the human, if they are still alive, which I doubt, but it's interesting because this is a clear revolution. The value of the world will come from data.
Yes, exactly. You're totally right. I'm quoting a good book in my book, Datacracy. So read this, Datacracy. Really good. It was released a couple of days ago. For telling you, that will be my 5th book. I have 600 references at the end of the book for telling you how much this topic is really deep in terms of manipulation, data collection, etc. It's really, really deep. Okay. Let's keep going with the new trainings, because like this we could reach our timing, and there will be Miss Evelyn who will talk about the non-human outsourcing, because she's offering non-human outsourcing. New training with artificial intelligence. So you know that right now we are also training with what we call machine learning. For the couple of people who know me, you know that I and my teams, we designed a program named Nestor, which is a machine learning, which understands what you are doing, how you are doing it, how you are learning, basically what it is. Who did e-learning sessions before? Zor is not here today, that's a pity. Who did e-learning in his life, e-learning session? Marie-Hélène, Evelyn, okay, everybody. Was it fun?
No.
Okay,
You start with a lot of motivation, but at the end...
Exactly. So e-learning versus real people. Normally it's much more interesting to have real people, okay?
Especially if it's you.
Exactly.
That would make a big difference.
It's a big difference. What we designed with Nestor is something really simple. I have my laptop here. You saw the program earlier for the people who were in the other room. You saw, you reach and you are watching, you know, your class. There is a camera. The camera is on. Nestor, the program that we designed, is recording you. You remember? Facial recognition. You look on the left. Fadi, you did try it, huh? You did try it, yeah, you remember. So you look on the left. Oh, Nestor is understanding that you are thinking about something. You are, you know, like this. Oh, you are not focused. You're texting somebody. Nestor understands it. At the end of the class, you receive a quiz with questions. All the questions are focused on the moment where you did not listen. It's awful, huh? So it's impossible to pass the exam if you did not listen to it. And basically, these new kinds of, oh my God, it's another ethical problem. Because right now, a machine can help you, a machine learning can help you to learn better. And this is the idea of Nestor that we have brought on the table for marketing processes. So how does it work? I repeat it to you. Every time you are watching a video of class, some of you here tested Nestor. Every time you are watching a video, the quiz will change, the exam will change, and we're going to be focused on the moment you did not listen. It's really easy. It's really, really easy.
So
yep.
you should listen all the time.
Yes, you need to listen all
It's
the time.
impossible.
Oh, it is possible. It's just that the inattention rate collapsed in the Western world. To give you an example, you know how many text, SMS, a guy from 13 years old to 18 years old send per month, just on average? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, exactly. Around, it depends on the country, between 3,000 and 5,000. So it means that we are doing something else all the time. You know what? It's on average, the attention of a student in the Western world, not in hours, huh? 7 to 8 minutes. After 7 to 8 minutes, not at the University of Dubai, of course, Dr. Vidya, where the attention rates are among the best of the world. Okay, you give me a good money after this. So the thing is that right now, you are going to lose attention. This is our world. And what we do with Nestor, we try to catch the attention. We analyze data. We analyze data just recording your face. That's all. And what did we do? And this is for Michael. We used Nestor for marketing purposes. Example with your former favorite brand in the world, Michael Kors. Let's imagine that you have a screen here. You want to play?
Sure.
Okay, let's do it. So you are the guy. Hello, sir. I'm a screen. I'm digitalized. There's just a camera. Nestor technology, that's all.
Hello?
What can I analyze here? He has a bear. So obviously, it's not a woman, even in the US.
No, it's good.
Okay, he has a suit. He's obviously a man. Hello, sir. How are you? That's
Hello.
just Nestor facial recognition. He looks surprised. It's really easy for Nestor to understand it. You could do the demo there. Mokran? Yes. Good job. Mokran can do the demonstration for you after. You just go there in front of the food. Like this, we'll catch you. In front of the food, you will have Nestor, okay? So, why are you surprised, sir? It's really simple. I just programmed this software.
Well, I'm looking at a wall that's talking to me.
Yes. Why are you not smiling? It's a funny situation.
It's actually kind of strange.
Okay, so you don't like strange things? You see, it's really easy. I'm just following his reactions, and I just programmed, I just coded what happened. And at the end of the conversation, he can be amused and maybe come inside the store. 2 years later, the same Nestor software will be in front of the same store in Singapore for Ralph Lauren. Hey, sir.
No,
are you
not
Michel
this
Chaloub?
again. What the fuck?
It
Yes,
was 2
I
years
am.
ago, the 24th of June 2018. You were in Dubai.
I
Do
know,
you
I still
remember
have
me?
nightmares.
It's just a software and a camera. That's all. That's all. It's not science fiction. It's existing right now. Can you see why our jobs are going to disappear? It's just a revolution which is coming up. Olivier is looking at me. Many things to talk about. Okay, so I would like just to finish with the conclusion because this is what we want to talk about. You understood that we had a small operation today with Maya from Hawali. The idea, thank you for the partnership. The idea was taking people, during the waiting and just taking their informations. All the time, it's a question of data. Artificial intelligence does not work without data right now. So every time you will hear somebody telling you, yeah, artificial intelligence, the thing about it, no, it does not exist. There is no scientific researches about, even in Facebook, in the GAFAMI, thank you, GAFAMI. And in China, what's the name of the GAFA? BATX. Baidu? Alibaba? And Tencent. So sorry for my pronunciation, I'm really bad in Chinese. I will be in China in 2 days. I will
work on it.
Yeah, I will work on it. So digitalize the real world. This is what we do. We are co-designing programs. You know us, we did it for Level, for example. We are doing it here with some of you. We're creating campaigns, and we just try to collect informations. Because the more you have informations, the more you are able to dominate the world. And Michael Anthony and Michel and Patrick Chalou, you heard about them?
No, doesn't ring a bell.
I think they don't know. Can we cut the Facebook Live? Just a second. Okay. I think that they don't know all the data that they have in their hands and how much they can commercialize it to Google, Facebook, etc., etc.
For your information, companies like Axiom exist. They are data brokers. They buy and resell all the data they can find. Data is becoming the new currency.
700 million of people are owned by Axiom. Exactly. The future, it's your researches. You want to conclude?
So the aim of the research was to see that just as we know our best friends, our parents by heart, we know what they like, we know their tastes, we know what they will like, what we can give them. Artificial intelligence will know us so well, it will predict everything we'll need before we need it, everything. Just like the game of AlphaGo, before it crashed, one of the things it does, AlphaGo has millions of possibilities at every turn. To win that game, you have to predict what the opponent is going to do. That is what the machine did. And that is what AI is going to do. It is going to know us so well that it is going to give us the advertising and the products, and we just won't be able to say no.
Thanks for your attention. There is a quick 2-3 minutes presentation of Evelyn, who is going to share her experience, and then we'll do a short Q&A, question and answers.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I will speak in a short time about my experience with the team of Marcel and the team of the University of Dubai. After 2 years having my company in HR and outsourcing, I'm decided to rebrand and to have a new strategy in my knowledge economy and to go to the next level as an excellent partner on the HR market. I search.
Just hold it.
Okay. I just hold it. Okay. I was just looking for a partner to reach the next level in the excellent, on the excellent market, and that was what I was found in the LCA group. So the big difference with the team of Marcel was that we start with a strategy. So before I was my clients could outsource people and could outsource the work to my people. And with the strategy now we can start outsourcing technology projects. So for example, because of their strategy, I have already new questions to outsource, for example, chatbot by using AI, and new projects, for example, with developing VR projects. So that is...
just complete something? So it's a true story. There is a guy who ordered to a company like Evelyn a chatbot for answering his wife. And so the chatbot is answering his wife and he's doing something else.
Something like that, yes, okay.
I didn't say Evelyn did it. I'm just telling you about artificial intelligence possibilities.
No, because we are focused on business, so we cannot do that. But before, I was not thinking about this way of working because we were always focused on delivering professionals. But now we are focusing more on the outsourcing non-human technology. So thanks to his strategy, we will outsource more the technology projects. So we also worked on a new branding, and with the branding, you have to search a new strategy. So thanks to the team.
So for outsourcing chatbots and everything,
chatbots,
you come to
AI,
see
VR technology, everything, the whole technology, you can come to us, and we can deliver the whole team for you.
And so Estée is in Belgium and in Dubai.
Yes, we are based in Belgium and in Dubai. So this is our new branding. So thanks to the team of Marcel.
And it's good.
Okay.
3 minutes, perfect.
Yeah, you asked me to
Thank
3
you,
minutes.
Evelyn.
So
okay, Q&A and then we can eat something.
okay.
Thank you, Evelyn.
If you have questions, you can
Yeah,
come
we
to me.
We can answer the questions together.
Okay.
Q&A to Michel, to Evelyn, or to myself.
Good.
Just 5 minutes questions. I know that the sandwiches are here. Yes?
So you have Mesto, the technology, and we were just using it. And it analyzed me completely. Incorrectly.
Completely.
I'm not Hispanic.
Sorry?
It analyzed me as being Hispanic.
Okay, did you contact 23 Degrees? Did you do your DNA sequence with 23andMe?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so if I may, you understood that I do not believe you. I believe researches, and I believe artificial intelligence and data.
But now Vidya's Caucasian.
Sorry?
Dr. Vidya was Caucasian.
Mm-hmm. Did you do your 23andMe?
I'm going to do it now because
Okay.
Yeah, both of us.
You know, just
based
for complement of informations, 25 years ago, if you wanted to have informations about your DNA, it cost you $300 million. Now it takes 12 minutes. It costs you, I did it 4 weeks ago, and it cost me $200. Angelina Jolie, sorry?
Not in Dubai.
Not in Dubai, okay. I partly live in California. And so I did not have the results yet. I will share them with you. But when Angelina Jolie did it, 4 years ago, she discovered that her mother and her grandmother had, the breast cancer problem. She decided to cut her breast. So it means that we can have a really big surprise. And when Michel, and this is the topic of his researches, and Madame Chaloux was here for the presentation at the University of San Diego, we are working also, because this is, we are a team of research in California at the University of San Diego. We're working closely also with the University of Dubai on this. We strongly believe that machines know us better than we think we do. So maybe you are Hispanic. You're American, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's not the smallest community.
But I
Okay.
think that's my dominant.
Okay, I respect your opinion.
The Caucasian ones got me too.
Yeah, that was funny for both of us.
Let's do it again after. Who else? Questions for Michel, for Evelyn?
How do you avoid
You don't.
technology?
You don't.
How do you avoid
It's by
artificial
manipulation.
intelligence?
You don't.
This is my question.
I
Shut everything off, throw your credit card away, and go live in the
Digital.
jungle. Yeah, go live in the jungle.
There is a business, yes. So, examples right away. You can do some disconnection weekends. So you have specific agency which are offering you to disconnect during 2 or 3 days. No internet. You don't. You are not allowed to use your cell phones, etc., etc. Have special schools. Jean-Michel Blanquer in France decided to forbid cell phones. You have schools also without any connection. And the radical thing. I'm sorry, but this is what I did. It was not for the data collection. It was for being focused on what I do. And I have to tell the truth, for the last 7-8 months without a cell phone, I read maybe 55 or 60 books, and I'm much more focused on my objectives.
But this is not my question.
Avoiding
You
it.
avoid it completely. You cannot.
Yeah, it's difficult.
You cannot. You need a credit card. You can't even get paid by cash. You'll automatically use something that is machine. You'll automatically be caught. It is impossible.
I know they can take all your data and they have it. We cannot do anything about it. But how can we slow down this artificial intelligence that will take over the humans?
It
Okay,
will not necessarily take over the
But if it does, the theory of Dr. Laurent Alexandre is that with the fear of artificial intelligence, people will use, augmented people, extraskeleton, and also transhumanism. So it means that there will be a battle and a kind of race between AI and men and women, and we could not stop it, following his theory. And just one thing, think about that when one guy in the world could have a super bionic eye for seeing really well Maya there. Oh, Maya! Wow, she used a Christian Dior because I will have a super bionic eye. She used Christian Dior this morning, but now I'm a salesman for Estée Lauder. I'm going to sell her Estée Lauder. Let's go there, okay? When I will have it, it's totally stupid. I don't care about seeing the makeup of somebody 30 yards away, right? But when I will have it, you will want it. Because everybody will want it. It's just a giant race. This is my opinion. I think that we cannot avoid it.
No. I continue my question. Wouldn't the human be able to humanize the IA and make it really something that we can work with, but that will not come over us?
For now, that is what it is.
Yeah.
In HR, we can. For example, if you want to implement AI for recruitment, we can always add a human touch at the end. But that's for HR, for example.
We'll see. We
So
cannot
there we see
no
that
100% answer.
there we see that we can combine the AI with the human touch. But that's for my industry.
Last question? Yes?
Do you think after 1,000 years, humans still exist?
No.
No.
Me no.
The world will not exist.
That was that we had just
Actually,
a discussion.
humans could exist
Yeah.
on Mars.
Okay, this is maybe my 100th conference about AI. I wrote a book about it. I did some researches about it. Now I lead a group of researchers. Michel is one of these researchers in California and France. And we have designed a software. We are implementing artificial intelligence with companies all the time. We're finishing the conferences by the same question. Are we going to disappear? All the time.
Of course we are going to disappear. There's a question about
The oracle in Matrix.
Why would people disappear? Why? Why would
That's
it
possible.
disappear?
It will be a human move, but AI is a human move.
Everything has an end.
But it's because human destroyed
Uh,
it. No?
Drink, food,
We can go to
networking.
Mars.
Thank you very much.
Because
Let's
we
be
use it in a
here.
bad way.
Oh, yeah.
C'était chouette. Fier du neveu.